This is Section 7 of the Northstar APD application, Features in Cement. It is one of the more important sections because this is where you'll be entering information about the wellbore. In addition, it is one of the more lengthy sections because it has 4 subsections or modals: wellbore information, wellbore construction feature, cement segment, and lastly, cement class. Now, it is very important to begin with the wellbore information and do each one as it appears on the web page, because each subsequent modal builds off the previous one. So we will begin with wellbore information. Actions, add wellbore. Now, for a new horizontal well, it will have a minimum of 3 wellbore types: surface hole, vertical and curve, and lateral. We will begin with the surface hole. Excuse me. The wellbore sequence will be 0, 0, the first one listed. The wellbore start depth is 0. We won't worry about the kickoff point at this time, but we can go ahead and include an azimuth. The total depth, 2,275, as well as the TBD, 2,275. Our mud type will be freshwater, and if you have the contractor information, this is where you would enter it. Our hole size is 13.5. We will not worry about legal entry point or kickoff point at this time, but we will enter a bottom hole coordinate from the wellhead, and since this is the surface, it will be 0 feet north or south, as well as 0 feet east or west from the wellhead. And we won't worry about this section at this time, and we will click Save. Now, before we continue, I just want to reiterate, if I haven't stated before, that you should come down here and click Save on the web page itself as much as possible in order to prevent any loss of data input. I'm going to go back to Actions, add wellbore, go to our next wellbore type, vertical and curve. Our next sequence is 0, 1. Our parent wellbore will be the surface hole. Our wellbore start depth will be 2,275, the end of the surface hole. We will include a kickoff point since this is the vertical and curve, 10,500. Our azimuth is 0. Our total depth is 11,500. Our TBD is 11,200. Our mud type will be invert. Enter the contractor information once again if you have it. The hole size, 9 5/8. Excuse me, 8 3/4. Legal entry will we enter here, and what this is this is going to be the entry point at which the wellbore is legal to both the pool definition and spacing / drilling unit hardlines. So that's going to be 200 foot south, 20 feet to the west. We'll move on down to our kickoff point information. It's going to be 360 from the north, 525 from the east, and we'll enter our quarter or lot information here. This is going to be lot number 1, and be sure to input a space here, otherwise the information in the pull down menu will not recognize it. And then you would click on it. Our section 02, the township 154. Again, input it, come down, click. The range 99. Our county is Williams. And again, the bottom hole coordinates from the wellhead. This will be 500 feet from the south and 50 feet from the west. And we will not fill out the bottom hole footages from the nearest section until we do the lateral. Click Save. Go ahead and come on down to the bottom of the web page. Click Save again. Now we will add our last wellbore, the lateral. Choose lateral. Wellbore sequence number will be 2. Parent wellbore will be vertical and curve. Our wellbore start depth will be 11,500. We'll not worry about the kickoff point. We've already addressed that. Our azimuth is 180. Total depth, MD, 21,000. Our TVD, 11,200. We've already addressed the legal entry point as well as the kickoff point and the last wellbore, vertical and curve. Again, we must enter the bottom hole coordinates from the wellhead. And in this case, it will be 10,100 to the south, 75 to the west. And now we will enter our bottom hole footages from the nearest section. 85 feet to the south, 600 feet to the east, quarter section. Again, when you input this information here, be sure to hit the space bar or it will not be recognized in the pull down menu. Click southeast to the southeast. Our section will be 11. Township 154. The range 99, and we are still in Williams County. Scroll down, click save. Looks like we may have a validation error. Drilling mud type. Come down here, choose produced water. Scroll down to the bottom of the modal again, click save. We have no validation errors, and we have inputted all of our wellbore information for this well. Now we can continue to the second modal, wellbore construction feature. Click save.